sparklier. Hey, hi, hello, what's up? So today I am coming at you with a review on some palettes and a collection kit that I have. I have tried to record this video numerous other times and it has failed. And I will apologize now for any background noise because I live at home, so I can only pick a place. It's not too quiet right now until I get back on my own. Everything I am showing you today I do have on. I did mix palettes and kits because the colors, 2 of them are my favorites from both palettes, which I will get into. I will start with the collection kit and one of the palettes, just given they are both from the same company. So it is from Colourpop. I will start off for you with the Villains collection kit for Dr. Facilier. For those of you that do not know, this is from Princess and the Frog, which is one of my favorite Disney movies ever. I cry every time, but it's Disney. They make you cry. So when you open up the kit, this is what it looks like. It comes with the highlight, the lip gloss, and the lipstick. This is the highlight. My only downside of the highlight, it doesn't come up as a highlight on me, so I use it mainly if I want to add a highlight to, say, my lipstick. So there's that. I haven't played around too much with it to see what else I can use it for yet, but it's a highlight. Then we have the lipstick, which I have on. It doesn't come with a color. It's like a nice brownish, reddish pink, like a mauve. I actually very so much like it. I'm not too into like the deep red colors, even though they look nice on me. I like the more muted, like natural, neutral color. I don't know, it fits me better. And then we have the lip gloss in this very pretty color. And the only issue I have with this, it is an amazing color. It's not going to do it now. I don't know if you can tell, but the wand came a little damaged there, so it kind of sticks up all over the place, and I kind of have to play with it to make sure I don't randomly get lip gloss where I don't want it. But other than that, it is very nice. I enjoy it. The next thing up is the Misunderstood palette. In this palette, it comes with several different colors, all in villain names and, well, villain references, I would say. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. They are very pretty colors. I actually have on Forest of Thorns right now, and then there's a little tiny bit of 101 that I used from this palette. I also used No Spots and Mongrels in my crease, just so that way I had more of a highlight, contrast, or whatever you want to call it. But this is the palette. I must say, when testing this palette, when I swatched it originally, it is not very pigmented for some of the colors, at least on my skin tone, so a lot of the colors don't actually do anything. So for instance, I'll swap one for you quick. So there's Tragic. This is what it looks like on my finger. It's kind of like a skin color, and then when I swatch it, you can't really see that I swatched anything. Whereas, like, for instance, the Fates, which is one of my favorite blues, it does come up very pigmented. So the darker colors and some of the sparkly colors are very pigmented, and then like the lighter colors are better for like an overlay. Just in my opinion, it may be different. But these are 2 palettes that I got. I overall am very happy with my purchase. I do wish I got more of the collection kit. It is hopefully my goal to get some more of it. That is really my goal, because it's a really good kit for the different shades and the lipsticks, and I kind of want to test drive them all, see how I feel about them, see if I like a better palette. But the next one I am actually very excited to review. So this is Adelaine's palette. I can't talk clearly, but this is Adelaine's palette that she did with Tarte. Let me just tell you right now, this is now my all-time favorite palette. I have one other palette from Tarte and the mermaid collection they had going on recently. It was very nice, but this palette is fantastic. So I'm actually wearing one of the colors now and the highlight, because the highlight, I will get into that in a minute. So when you open up the palette, this is what it looks like. It is an eye and cheek palette, but you can kind of mix and match all of it for eye and cheek, which I found pretty cool. And I love the colors. That right there, they're all, you have some neutrals, you have a lot of yellowy, orangey, brown tones that are very, very complementary, and you can mix them with anything. So for instance, like if you look at my eye makeup, I did the purple from the Misunderstood palette, which I forget the name of it. It's Forest of Thorns with Adeline's Girls Supporting Girls. And then I cut crease and used a little bit of the Adeline Angels as well as No Spots and Mongrels to give it more of like a sparkle to it overall. And anyway, back to the palette. This palette is amazing. The colors were very, very well picked out and well thought of, and they do very, very well, mostly on my skin complexion. The only color out of this palette I have issues with is Adelainextarte, and the only reason I have issues with the color is because it's very, very close to my natural skin color. So when I put it on, it doesn't do much. You can't really tell. It's like a very, 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 very like, I have to pile it on or put something else on and put it over it kind of thing for you to be able to tell that I have the eyeshadow on. But overall, I do love it. It is good for my creases when I put on a cut crease of some kind. I'm still practicing my cut creases, and it's harder than it looks. But anyway, I do like that it comes with a mirror, so if I wanted to take this to go, you can see me recording on my phone, I can, and still have something to like look at myself while I'm putting on my eyeshadow. But let's get to the best part of this entire palette. The best part is the highlight. Now, I don't know about any of you guys, but I personally struggle so much with finding a good highlight. I don't know if it's because of my skin color. I don't know if it's just because I'm not finding the right highlight or picking the right color, but I struggle finding a good highlight that I actually like that shows as a highlight. So you can see that I have highlight on, which is phenomenal. Like this highlight is like the best highlight that I have ever used. I'm probably not using it right because I've had so many bad highlights that I just kind of stopped using them all together. I do like the really shininess of my nose. I will always like my nose shiny, so that's a thing. But the highlight is amazing. Like, it does its job as a highlight, that's for sure, where it's not like powdery, it's not blending in kind of like a blush. It highlights and it sparkles and it's great. Like, compared to, I own one of the Fenty highlights. Mind you, that is a nicer highlight, but it comes off more sparkly on me and fades after a little bit. I haven't had this on too long to see how it kind of fades, if it fades or wears off. But so far, I like this better than my Fenty highlight. And there's nothing against Fenty highlight, I just kind of grabbed the wrong color, so it doesn't really look like a highlight, but more like a blush. I should have went with the lighter, the lighter highlight, but I did not. But overall, between these palettes, this was only $40 with shipping. Actually, I picked it up at my Ulta, so you can get it in store or online at ulta.com. This video is not sponsored. Sponsor me if you really want to. I mean, this is only my third video, but hey, hi, hello, like, I will do more of these. But I got this for $39 plus tax, so around $40, $41, which was a decent price. Like, I've bought palettes and seen palettes that are so much more money, and a palette this amazing with this much pigment, it is a steal for $39, and it's limited edition, so if you haven't actually picked it up, you should go do so, because I recommend it, because this palette is amazing, and it should be a staple in everybody's palette kits, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's a staple piece because of the colors, and it's perfect for spring, and it's perfect for fall, and fall is my favorite holiday, so there you go. It's amazing. It works phenomenally. This one, I kind of forget the price. I'm pretty sure it was about 50 bucks. So it is more pricier than Adelaine's palette. But I will say, this is also limited edition. The price I paid for this palette, I don't regret it because there is a lot of the colors I like, but there's also a lot of colors that I cannot use because it's not that pigmented on my skin tone. So, would I buy it again? Probably not. Do I love this palette? I do. And the purple color is literally just, the purple is my favorite out of all of them. But I do enjoy the palette, but for the price, I feel like some of the colors could have been a little more pigmented, but that's just my personal opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. Like, you can buy it. It's probably going to be more pigmented on others. It's just with my skin color and kind of like my shade, some of the colors do not work with my skin complexion. And that's just me, you know. It could be different on other people. You kind of have to play with it. I also don't really wear makeup often, so I'm probably doing something wrong. But while I play around with it, it's still my favorite. It is just a little pricier than a palette that I instantly fell in love with because it was instantly pigmented. I swatched it, it was just as pigmented. Nothing really kind of changed in the quality like you got what you said. Like, it's like that when someone says, oh, try this, like it's amazing, and you get it and it's a dud, versus, oh, try this and it's phenomenal. Not saying this is a dud in any kind of way, I'm just giving it kind of more of as an example. And then the collection kit was about, I believe it was 25. I could be wrong. I don't remember because I got it so long ago, but this, I recommend it because this is the only, like, buying the pieces individual, you can do so, but you'd end up paying more than buying the whole kit with the lipstick, the lip gloss, and the highlight. And what's nice is they're all complementing one another in the palette, well, in the kit anyway, I should say, not palette, but it does its job. And I would buy it again. I want a different villain. I kind of want to try Ursula. There's also Cruella de Vil. There's so many options that you can go for, and I would recommend it before they run out or before they stop selling it altogether and then you can't get it. I may pick up more when I get paid. I'm not sure. But overall, like, I do like all of my purchases and it did a very good look. I like the purple and the yellow combination because they are very complementary colors, and being an artist and dealing with complementary colors, it is nice. I also don't wear makeup often enough to know what I'm doing, so having a palette where I can actually pick colors that complement one another from two different palettes to create a look is phenomenal to me. Like, I love it. It's great. But it's definitely something I would check it out. If you haven't already bought it, I would highly recommend buying them to play around with them. Recommend you give the palettes a try. I do recommend them, all of them, the 2 palettes and the collection kit. I approve of all of them. I would not change my mind buying them in any kind of way. If I had the option to buy them for a second time, the Adelaine's palette, I would definitely, like, if I was running low, I would stock up and buy like 2 more, kind of. Like, I love the palette. It's an amazing palette, and I'm not saying it because Adelaine is literally my favorite YouTuber. I'm saying it because it's generally a good palette, and I am very limited on my palettes. I'm very picky with my palettes, and it's phenomenal. It was worth the money to buy it, and I would buy it again and again and again and again. Just saying. But this is one of the few videos in my series. I'm trying to find my niche. I do want to be more adventurous vlog-wise and show you, like, my adventures going places, but I also want it to be a chill, come hang out with me, let me tell you about some stuff kind of channel as well. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. For now, I'm just kind of uploading videos as they come to my mind. We'll see what I get out of it. But it's definitely something I wanted to come and sit down with you guys, chat with you guys, sit in my back hallway with you guys because it's the best lighting in the entire house. I have bought lighting and I still cannot find a good place in my house that's quiet. The lighting shows up very well, and it's not, I've noticed a lot of places in my house have a very yellowy, like, tone to it. So for now, this is the best that I can do. There's no outlets out here for when it gets dark, so I have no way of plugging out lights back here, but I may figure it out. I decided also to film this on my iPhone instead of my camera, just because I feel like the quality is better for me than having to set my camera up, try to put a mirror to see what I'm doing, because my camera doesn't have a flip up viewfinder. So I need to buy a viewfinder so I can see myself and see what I'm doing, to look at the camera and not like off to the side to see what I'm doing. But it's definitely something I am kind of playing around. If you like this video, give it a like, click that thumbs up button, don't forget to subscribe and turn the post notification bell on. That would be phenomenal, because I do plan on posting more videos. There are more to come. I do have several other ideas planned out that I am going to be working on now that it is nicer weather. It's been raining all day, but what are you gonna do? I live in New England. It rains one minute, it's sunny the next. You never know what you're gonna get. But I will be coming out with some more videos soon. I do plan on coming up with a better schedule to say. It is a little difficult right now because I do work full-time, 40 hours a week. So I am usually working all day long. Fun little game for you guys. Comment below your favorite villain from Disney, of course. I'm curious to know. Mine is Dr. Facilier from Princess and the Frog. I'm also a very big fan of Ursula. She is also one of my favorites. But let me know down below who your favorite villain is. I hope you guys enjoy your day. See ya!